Hey you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl Nikki. Today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Give people a chance to load up in the building. Welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Nikki. Bring you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life from time to time. How's everybody feeling this morning? Good morning. Yes. Please make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Hit that like button. Please get us in the algorithm. Share my content. Leave comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate everyone joining me. Also, please support the channel by donations. Okay, they are definitely appreciated. All right, make sure you're following us on our different social media platforms. We're located on all the mainstream social media platforms, and they're scrolling. Some of them are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. All right, once you find one, you'll find us everywhere. Oh, yes. How's everybody feeling? As you can see, I am off camera today because I'm just exhausted, guys. I'm tired, and let's just say it was a long night. I hope everybody's feeling okay. As y'all see in the title, we got some Love and Hip Hop Atlanta drama. They're addressing the whole monkey comment from Erica Mena. And I have a little bit of history. Just taking it back to the roots. We have just the audio because we don't want to get a copyright strike. And also, I want to go into the Kardashians. Okay, they're not my favorite, but Kourtney confronted Kim about her being fake and a fraud. And I want to go over that audio because I always felt like Kourtney felt this way. I mean, she was the one that went to live with their dad and everything. She always thought differently, you know. Kourtney was the one that really built like the Dash business. They have like a clothing boutique and everything. And you know, I think she kind of felt like she did all the work and Kim took all the clout and the credit, you know. And she's expressing herself, and I think it's very interesting that she's speaking out loud, and I felt her on this, on some real, like, because they're not my favorite, as you all know, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this intro, give people a little bit more time to load up in the room, and we're gonna get into the sauce. Yes, good morning to everybody. Let me shout out, see who's joining in my night. Hey, Sheila. Good morning to you, Queen. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all for joining me. Okay, there's some stuff going on out here in the world. And I just want my people to be aware. And I just wanted to touch on this story briefly because I mentioned it in the past. Like there is several people, like young people, females, young children, they're just going missing in Ohio. It's a tragic shame. I'm sorry, guys. Like they are trimming trees in my neighborhood, so you may hear some drilling. I apologize for the background. Okay. Um. So yeah. And I was scrolling through TikTok this morning, and this young woman decided to speak out, and I wanted to get my naughty crew thoughts on it because it's a real serious problem. And then also let's not forget with the fires in Maui and things like that. A lot of children have gone missing. And I just think this is just really, really sad. And I wanted to get my naughty crew's thoughts on how y'all felt about the situation. I just really feel like there's something underlying going on here. Underlining, I mean, excuse me. I just really feel like there's something like really, really off about this. Like, and I wanted to spend some time because Naughty Crew is
That's suspicious. That's weird.
period. It's suspicious and weird. Okay. Good morning, Bright Eyes. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Miss Bugs. Thank you all for joining me, Queens. Okay, like there is a serious problem. Shout out to the Uncut for bringing awareness to this. We talked about this. I think I want to say it was about like the middle of the summer where I noticed this story, and I wonder why more people wasn't talking about it. But more than 1,000 Northern Ohio children have recently disappeared in connection to a spike in a human and S trafficking. Okay, and that's the first thing I thought of, and this is a really, really huge, huge issue. We have to be aware, and women and young girls are really the ones the most at risk, and boys. Look, it's just not safe. It's just not safe. There's a lot of people with ulterior motives out here, and you really have to be aware when you go outside of the house and look for signs of it. Okay, especially when you're traveling, people. So a TikToker came out this morning speaking on this topic, and I just wanted to share it with my naughty crew. I'm sorry I don't have the video. I was having a hard time pulling it up on my computer TikTok. All right. Um
Hey guys, I wasn't gonna get on TikTok and say anything. I am not a person who likes to share anything private, not a person who likes to share anything on social media. But because this situation that happened to me today and that happened to my sister today, this is the second time that it has happened to me, and I feel like it's is a very important matter to talk about, and it would be really stupid for me to not say anything. And so I'm just gonna jump straight into the video. Um, if you are a lady, if you are a mom who have kids, if you are a teenage girl, if you are any female, any woman, please, please, please watch the video. I don't want to say where I stay in the area and where I stay, but I will say in Walmart, um, near the Concord area, me and my little sister almost got kidnapped on today in Walmart. And this is not the first time that I have almost been kidnapped. This is the second time that I have almost been kidnapped. And I just wanted to get on here to let you guys know to please be careful of your surroundings. Please be careful of where you are, where you decide to park, where you decide to go to. Any stores, it doesn't matter where you go to, but please, please, please be careful. This almost happened to me the second time in Walmart, and so Walmart is the area and where I want you guys to be careful in, because people are sex trafficking women. People are sex trafficking and organ trafficking. They are doing all types of stuff. And women are the most vulnerable. Children are the most vulnerable. And they will use that to their advantage, and they will try to kidnap you. And so today, me and my little sister actually went to Walmart, and I was going to go get some feminine products and stuff like that. So I went to go get the stuff that I needed, and then after that, we went to in the toy section, and then we went. When we were done, we went to the self checkout. Finished paying for my stuff, was getting ready to leave, but I noticed that when I went to my car, I did not have my keys there. So I'm like, oh my God, like I asked my sister if she had my keys. She said that she did not have my keys. So at this point, I'm in a state of panic. So I left and went back into the store, and I said, well, let's backtrack all the places that we were to see if I left my keys in any of those areas. But before I did that, I went to the customer service to see if they found any keys and if anybody brought them any keys, and they didn't find anything. So I'm still just like, oh my God, here we go. So I go into all the areas that I went to first in, all the areas that I shopped in, and I couldn't find anything. But I noticed that in all those areas that I was going to, there were two men who were following me and my little sister. And so at first I didn't think anything of it because I'm just like, well, I don't want to say that they're being weird if they're not being weird. You know, they could very well be shopping. But I still had this really bad feeling and this really bad gut intuition that was trying to tell me, like, hey, pay attention to your surroundings. So I started doing that. I'm like, okay, I 100% need to pay attention to where I'm going. I need to pay attention to who's around me. And so my sister went to look in the area that we were in, and she said that she didn't find my keys. So I'm like, okay, let me go in that area. And I noticed that one of the men followed us into that area. And so I'm like, okay. And so once I really noticed, like, hey, he's following me, I said to my sister, okay, no, come here. I grabbed her hand, and we went to the toys area because that was the second area that I went to. And I was like, let me check in this area. So I went to check in that area, we didn't find any keys. Guess who followed us in that area? Both of the men. One of the men went into the next aisle, like he was directly across from me as I was looking, as I was digging in the toys to see if I left them in any of the toys that we were in. And then the other man was right in front of us, but he was like all the way at the front of the aisle. So one of the dudes was like in the next aisle, and the other dude was at the front of the aisle. And so I'm like, okay, they must be working with each other, and now it's time for me to completely, like, we got to get out of here. Like, we have to go. But obviously, I still have not found my keys. So I'm definitely panicking, like, where are my keys? What is going on? At this point, I'm like, God, like, please help me. I need to find my keys. And so I'm just like, okay, go to the, started walking to the self-checkout that we went to. And I'm like, okay. And then I was standing in, like, the middle, going towards the entrance, going to the self-checkout. And noticed that both of them were continuing to follow both of me and my sister, and they were looking at each other and then looking at us. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, absolutely not. They're trying to play some games that I'm not willing to play today, and I need to go. So I said to my sister, let's hurry up, let's go look in this area. If we can't find it, we're gonna have to go to the entrance, call one of my parents, because we gotta get out of here. So ended up going. A man noticed that I was looking for something, so he was like, are you looking for anything? And I told him, yes, I'm looking for my keys. I can't find my keys. So he's like, well, I haven't seen any keys, but he goes to help me look for my keys. Couldn't find anything, so I'm just like, whatever, it's time for me to go to the front. Let me call my mom. Went to the front. This man ends up going to go ask the people that typically greet you in the front entrance, and he was like, oh, are these the keys that you're looking for? And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, he was able to find my keys. I was like, thank you, just saying thank you over and over again, and just like to my sister, okay, we gotta go. So we booked it to the car, and we drove straight home. Nevertheless, I'm just getting on here to warn you guys. I'm not here for views or likes or anything like that. I just want you girls to stay safe, because this world is getting more evil. This world is getting more wicked, and quite frankly,
and it's true, okay? It's so true. The world is getting more evil, more wicked, and I reported on this. And yeah, This is so sad. Look at these little innocent faces. And I'm so proud of her for being brave enough to come out and tell her story, just to give us fair warning. The Uncut dropped this footage. They use this is using this for education. So sad. Yeah, they're disappearing in record numbers. More than 45 children have gone missing in the Cleveland Akron area this month alone. And in August, there were more than 35 missing minors, according to Ohio Attorney General Missing Children website. This is sad.
Official number alerts or anything like that, but it is an alarming trend for this time of year for sure.
So be aware, people, because it's dangerous out here. It's definitely dangerous. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. I just thought it was very sad. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. All right. So up next, let's get into the love and hip hop drama. Lord have mercy. They are erupting. So the footage dropped of the roundtable discussion. So now Love and Hip Hop wants to use this as a teachable moment, even though they have allowed. Sorry.
It's typical bad scrappy fashion. He wants to go low and bring up my child to deflect.
So look, they replayed the footage from when Spice and Erica had the conversation to get the cast reaction. Okay. My first thoughts was Love and Hip Hop is just being messy. This is typical Mona Scott. She has a history of this, just like Erica has a history of saying these type of comments. And nor is it the first time that people have thrown jabs at her about her eldest son. Okay. And I'm not saying it's right, but it's just like the selective outrage for me. The selective outrage for me. Like, I can't deal with her. Seriously. So here's an example of people. Wait, hold on. Let me get to them. I think this is
Erica Mena has always been anti-black, and she has always hated black women. And if you don't believe me, maybe by the end of the video you
This
will.
is a little history.
Buckle up, hoes. It's gonna get messy. So the most recent episode of Love and Hip Hop displays perfectly Erica Mena's propensity to be vitriolic. Now, we have watched Erica Mena over the last decade spew hate on television towards black women, but she has gone too far. And in this clip, you can see Erica Mena calling Spice a monkey. And here's what I need y'all to understand. Spice is Beyonce in Jamaica, and not even she is exempt from anti-blackness from other women of color. That should tell you a lot about the global impact of anti-blackness. But let's continue, because if you thought that this was the first time she has ever equated a black woman to a monkey, you would be wrong. So back in 2014, Erica Mena had one of a billion feuds with a black woman on Love and Hip Hop, a former Love Hip Hop cast member by the name of Johnny Blaze. And she called her a monkey. And this is not just exclusive to black women, this goes to black men too, because in 2015, she called party promoters black monkeys. One way to show anti-blackness is to show a complete disregard for black human life. Let me show you what I mean. So this incident that we're seeing now between Erica and Spice occurred in May 2023. And I know that because Spice went on a live back in May where she was dragging Erica Mena, was lower than mud. The Earth's core, she was dragging Erica Mena through the Earth's core, okay? And she said a lot of things in that live, you know. But let her tell y'all.
Who was acting ballistic in the house? Why are you crying for this bitch? Why are you crying for me?
Now, what Spice is referring to is back in March of this year, she almost passed away. She had a hernia that went septic.
All right.
And she almost passed
so
away.
we know the history. We know Erica is Val, and now Love and Hip Hop wants to reprimand her. And they didn't even fire her. They suspended her for a season. Let's just be clear about that. All right. But Rich Dollar is speaking out about the roundtable discussion and everything. I'll get to that. But the cast gave their reaction.
The episode with Erica Mena using the racial slurs is aired. You've watched it. Tell me, what are you thinking? What are you feeling in this moment?
And I'm just like the dramatics of it all.
It live, seeing the scene, hearing the sound.
Shut up, Kurt.
Like you felt it.
Watching.
Did you feel it when you was cheating on your wife, creating other babies outside your marriage?
It was really upsetting to me.
Oh, now Carly, you upset
from, like,
too.
A one-on-one to like a one-on.
And granted, they are entitled to their feelings.
In anger.
And here come Yandy, the activist.
Okay, Spice.
Everybody playing their roles.
What would you like to say about it?
I don't want to get emotional. Why did I have to do this? I don't know. Ooh. It's a lot. I don't want to.
It's not just about me. Erica came for an entire race. This racial slur is over 100 years older than me. It's deeply rooted into Black history of how they used to dehumanize us, how they used to sell us and consider.
And granted, that is a great, I love that moment right there where they gave the history and the meaning why this term is so demeaning. But why now? Why now? And Rich Dollar spoke out. I'm going to just do part 2. Rich Dollar spoke out. Here we go.
I'm so sick of you niggas watching this show forever and then acting like this is the worst show in the history of shows when the ratings have been great. And that means that you watch it. So you can't sit in one set of your fucking living room and talk about on your phones and talk about how much you hate this show and what it does, but in the same token, you watching it. If you didn't watch it, we would have been gone. We would have been on your TV screen. If it was so unacceptable for Black people to behave this way, y'all could have turned the channel and this shit would have been gone years ago. It would have been gone. This shit right here that happened the other day would have never happened because this show would have been gone. So let's not do that vainglorious thing where now all of a sudden all these people are devils and the show is this, the show is that, but y'all tune in. And if you didn't tune in, we would have been gone off the TV screens years ago. We would have been gone off the TV screen years ago. That's one. 2 arguments happen. People get into it. They hit below the belt, especially if you have no loyalty.
Morning, Robin. Thanks for stopping by.
You hit below the belt. You say what's going to trigger. That's how you win arguments. That's how you win arguments. You don't win arguments.
Me too, shoot. I stopped watching years ago.
Spike says, "Oh my God, Erica, your son loves you to death. You're a great mom." And Erica looks across the table at Spike and says, "Oh my God, Spike, I love your blue hair. You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry about what happened to you." That's not what arguments are. It's actually an oxymoron. It's actually rhetorical that y'all would even think that. For me, I'm not speaking like I'm telling something that you don't know. This is a rhetorical statement I'm making. Y'all know exactly what the fuck it is. And that's all I'm saying. So before y'all go out there and crucify somebody, Think about it, and think about all the times that you and your friends have gotten into an argument, or you and somebody on the streets have gotten into an argument, and you call that motherfucker a nasty fat bitch, or you fucking.
Okay. That's enough, Rich. That's enough. We get the point, okay? And Erica's selective outrage. What I mean by that is this is not the first time somebody has said that to her about her son. Okay, so she know that people are going to try to come for her mothering skills. All right. And it's just like the selective outrage from me. I'm over it. If you do not like what goes on that show, you do not have to participate in the views. It's just as simple as that. What Erica did was horrific. I think that whole scene was just, I don't know. I just don't even like seeing people in conflict like that. And it could have been better choice words given. Both ladies hit below the belt. Okay. All right. But Erica, she's just the type you started, I'ma finish it. All right. And she's just never going to let, she going to go the harshest and the most below the belt. It's not okay what she did or whatever. But Spice knew where to hit her at to make her react. Let's just call a thing a thing. All right. It's just sad. I don't know. I don't think it should have aired in the first place. And I think this whole thing was inauthentic. And I think Mona Scott and Yandy were behind it. Period. Because Yandy need a storyline, needs to be the activist every season because she has to keep her image good. It's just disgusting what they do to exploit people. But they're all willing participants. And that's just the reality of it. They're all willing participants. Exactly. The kids do get caught in the middle. Jules, thank you. All right. And the last story I wanted to go over, because that's the last, I don't even want to promote that anymore. Erica is non remorseful, unapologetic, and that's just who she is. Accept it and move on. You know who she is. So if you choose to mingle with her and she already done showed you her face, joke's on you at that point. The joke is on you. The next story I want to get into is the Kardashians. Kourtney confronts Kim. They're about to go on a trip or something like they always do. They're always taking these family vacations. But I feel like slowly but surely, Kourtney kind of disconnected herself from her sisters a long time ago. Shout out to Hollywood on Unlock for gathering this footage for us. Exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Jules. I appreciate the positive reinforcement, seriously, because I'm just like really tired today, and it took a lot for me to jump on and stuff like that. But I just kind of figured like it'll be a good distraction from everything, and so I appreciate you giving me that positive energy. Like I so needed it. I so needed it, you guys. You don't even know. I'm just so tired today, but I want to give you guys a little bit of time or whatever. But yeah, so Kourtney, Kim calls her, and to me, Kim is very controlling. Excuse me, guys. I'm going outside. If you ask me, she is so controlling. All right. Down like, but it's all about her at the end of the day. Love you too, Sheila. Thank you. Thank you. It's always got to be all about her, and she tries to control the looks of the family and things like that, and it's just ridiculous. And Kourtney called her out on it, and I love that she did this. But to me, Kourtney is the one that always tried to like separate herself from them. She always was kind of independent thinking, and I think a lot to do with that is the fact that she went to live with her dad for some time when it got like too much or whatever. And so I've seen it. Like Kourtney has actually fought Kim in the past on TV. Like you could just tell she just started not giving a F. I remember when she started setting boundaries and things like that. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to participate in that. And Kim will always be resistant towards her. And it got to the point where it came to blows. And I was like, you know what, Kourtney, she don't be playing with them. Like, she tired of the fakeness. She's sick of putting on. And I felt her. I definitely felt her on that. And like I said, they're not my favorite group of people, but she's the one that always stood out to me. And like Kourtney's like Hollywood by default, okay? Like because of her family. Let's call a thing a thing. So let's get into this. Let me pull this up. And I want to hear y'all thoughts on this, but I was just happy to see someone hold Kim accountable for a change, okay? And we're just going to do audio. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Here we go.
Stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding. You couldn't be happy. You complained from the second you got there till the second you left. That's what it's about. Forget about you couldn't be happy. You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't. What is it that...
See? She going in on her, okay? I was like, yes, Kourtney, get her. Like, somebody needs to hold her accountable. Kim is a narcissist. She does a lot of narcissistic things. And she'll do anything. And I've seen her humiliate her sister. You know what I mean? She doesn't care. And she thinks it's cute and quirky, but Kourtney the one that be holding her accountable. And she cannot stand her. She cannot stand her.
You feel so low of me. If you'd like to. No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me because all of this never happened. I was so happy for you. I was.
And you sound so fake, Kim. You sound so fake and inauthentic. You were happy for her. You were happy for her. But Kourtney said, sis, nope, you're not getting out of this.
So why would I not be happy for you? I felt at my wedding like you weren't happy for me. Because so you have a serious vendetta. You just are a different, you hate us. You're a different person. We all talk about it. I don't need you guys. You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding. You couldn't be happy. You complained from the second you got there till the second you left. That's what it's about. Forget about you couldn't be happy. You couldn't be happy for me. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't. What is it that you feel so low of me? If you'd like to. No, I want you to dig deep and figure out why you hate me so much and why you're so angry with me because all of this never happened. I was so happy for you. I was so.
She was not. She was miserable because Kanye and her were breaking up.
I don't need to be a part of it. All of your friends call us complaining, whether you think they're the ones going.
So this is the Hollywood answer Kim is giving. All of your friends, instead of she's deflecting and projecting, instead of hearing her sister and what she's saying to her.
You, they're all coming to us on the side saying the opposite to us. So we're all confused and we're on a group chat that's actually labeled not Kourtney. So we know and have to funnel what your friends are saying to us.
What does that have to do with how you making her feel, Kim? What does that have to do with anything? Why is there even a group chat about your sister? That is like the most unloving, like non-loving thing you can do. That, I mean, I know the words. I hope you guys get it. No, you know, my daughters used to watch it, Sheila. So that's why I know some things about it. They used to watch it from time to time. But I've seen through the years, like Kourtney gets sick of Kim and her antics. And they are the Kardashians over here, okay? Because Kim acts trashy. She acts trashy all the time.
And have to figure out why you're such a different person and why you have this vendetta out.
Want to be a part of that? Like,
they're your friends, the ones that you
absolutely
speak to on a daily basis, but you take it all.
Are they really her friends? Because my friend will bring it to me directly. They want to start a group chat slandering me. Isn't that crazy? They want to start a group chat slandering me. How non-loving is that, people? Like,
all out on me. And I'm trying the best that I can to reconcile and figure it out and call you all the time.
It's about you. You are a narcissist. It is all about you. Anything you do, it's about you and about how it looks to the world about you. So you just want to clear up your facts. Take out my humor. I don't need to be a part of it.
All of your friends call us complaining, whether you think they're the ones going to you, they're all coming to us on the side saying the opposite to us. So we're all confused and we're on a group chat that's actually
side of the episode. I don't give a what anyone thinks about me.
Are you happy?
Yes. Not when I'm on the phone with you. I was 5 minutes ago.
We all are
she just keeps attacking her. She's just like, leave me alone. I'm happy when you're not around. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around you.
concerned. We all think that you're just really not happy.
So you're telling me that I'm unhappy and that I'm miserable and that you have a side chat called Not Kourtney, but you're telling me that you're happy for me.
Your kids have even come to me with problems that they have.
This bitch, sorry guys, oops. She will stop at nothing to be right. Yeah, I see everything on social media too. Seriously, she will stop. She is now going to the kids. She's now going, like, she will stop at nothing.
And how you are. So
is that helpful? You're like adding it into a fight to like have a side, like it's you and my friends and my kids and everyone against me. It's like you're just a witch and I hate you.
Boom. And I felt that. That ain't no jealousy. That's just like, I'm tired of your ish. I'm tired. It's crazy. It's crazy, but Kourtney has had it. So that's why you see her off doing her own thing with Travis, and they seem to be really happy. And she's pregnant. She's with child. I'm really happy for Kourtney that she found happiness because she was with that miserable man that she reproduced with over and over again. Scott pick me, Disney, okay? Whole train wreck, spoiled and entitled. You know what I mean? But she finally found happiness. And Kourtney's always been different. She's always been about her health and everything like that. And I just think she's just like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm my own person. I'll create my own lane. I'm fine. I'm done with you controlling the narrative. You narcissist. And look, she was married to Kanye. Now, one thing, he was going crazy. I would be going crazy living with somebody like this too. And I have. And it made me anxious. My pressure was up and everything. It's tough. having to navigate around a person like this because they're so calculated about everything they do. Their mind is always going. Their mind is always going. It won't stop. In any opportunity, I can highlight the dysfunction with this woman, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Seriously, this girl is a manipulator. Look at how she did Pete Davidson. She's cold. She's cold-hearted. Her own sister called her a witch. And she did have witch-like behavior. Seriously. And to me, Kim, you are exposed, sister. You are exposed. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. So, yeah, we got into the Love and Hip Hop Roundtable. That was so fake to me. I'm sorry, you guys. I appreciate the fact. If anything, I would have just been okay with a Spice reaction and that's it, and not hearing from the rest of the cast. If the rest of the cast wanted to respond, they could have did it on their individual social medias for all I care. Okay, but I didn't need to see it on the show, and I don't watch the show anyway. I just caught the clips, to be honest, on social media, like the rest of you. That's how we watch TV now, through social media. But yeah, I've been stopped watching the show. It's this low vibrational, non-productive, and I think it's sad what they do to people. It's a social experiment at whose expense? Seriously. And I just think Mona Scott has strike again. And let me remind you, Erica Mena was not fired; she was suspended for a season, so that they can have this teachable moment. You know, people are so manipulative. We also got into missing the enormous amount of missing children. One is too much for me. Going missing in Ohio due to the S trafficking um, ring. Okay, like it's escalating. We also reviewed a story. On TikTok, a young lady spoke out about how two men were following her in Walmart and tried to kidnap her and her sister. So you just really got to be aware and be even more on high alert when you're in Walmart. Seriously, but in public, period. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Nikwa. Good morning, Queens. Thank y'all for joining me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that story with our Naughty crew because I don't want it to go in vain. And I wish more people would talk about it. But there's a high number of kids going missing in Ohio from the Cleveland area and things like that. And they believe it's due to the ex trafficking ring. Okay. Then you got the Hawaiian fires. They said a lot of children went missing. Like these wildfires, I don't feel like they're spontaneous. Like, I just feel like someone's doing it. This is my belief of my opinion. And they said even with that, a lot of children went missing. A lot of children went missing. And I just think some people are trying to like buy lands or whatever, just steal the land. Like Americans, you know, we already know what's up when it comes to the land in America, okay? So yeah, like there's a whole lot going on. And the Kardashians of Kim, look at how she got started, Rihanna and A$AP Baby are so cute. And I think they're great parents. From what I could see, they really, really love their children. For the life of me, I mean, I wonder why Rihanna dressed them in pink. I'm gonna take a guess at it. They're so cute. Maybe she wants a girl. Maybe this is her way. Like, I'm working on my girl next. So adorable. Rihanna's quirky like that, but the babies are beautiful. And he always has a wonderful, wonderful smile. Now this is how you hold the baby, okay? And secure, okay? Secure the baby. People are saying that they think it's weird to dress your son in like a girl. I don't know. Who knows what her reasoning is behind it? But I wish them the best. I'm happy the baby is healthy. I'm happy Rihanna is healthy. All right. And it was Paris Fashion Week. I know I missed New York Fashion Week. You know how life is life. So I'm not going to be able to catch everything or whatever. But the fashions were interesting, okay? Is that Usher? It looks like Usher. This Quavo. The big hat. Polka dots are in, I guess. I like her in her yellow. Easter egg's cute. I don't know who that is. Do you guys know who that is? Interesting. Bell bottoms are coming back out. Polka dots are in. This seems to be the theme. Kelly Rowland. She looks so classy, as usual. Interesting. Cher. It's been some controversy about Cher lately. Yeah, look. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Cher accused of hiring men to kidnap her own adult son per divorce documents filed by his estranged wife. That's crazy. That is nuts. So he is now understood to be in rehab in Pasadena, California, after collapsing on the pavement leading up to the hotel entrance. These photos were obtained by DailyMail.com show. The shovel Elijah Blue Almond outside Hollywood's famed Chateau Marmont, where he had been living just before he was removed by police on September 16th. So it looks like he was kidnapped from a hotel room. He was attempting to fix his marriage with his wife, Marie Angela King. This is Cher's youngest son, whom she welcomed with her second husband, late Greg Allman, the rock star. Why is she making these accusations though? Like, it's just weird. It's just weird, but I hope he gets the help that he needs ultimately. I don't want to put that on Cher. I really don't. Okay, y'all know Air Mattress Life, right? I ran across this and I thought it was hilarious. Let me know what y'all think. Me at 3 a.m. That Air Mattress Life, it's crazy. Yes, they were interesting, right, Michelle? The fashion, the polka dots, the bell bottoms. It's like they trying to bring back like the 70s with like bold pieces, like baggy, oversized jackets, big hats, and then polka dot. Hey, Shay B, good morning. I'm glad you made it too. Thank you for joining. So yeah, this is how you be on the air matches at 3 in the morning. Like, crazy. So yeah, guys. As you can see, it's a lot going on in Hollywood. Also, Brittany Renner, she had an interview, and for the life of me, I don't know why this was even a question. It's just weird. And what's going on in Philly? Oh my God, I gotta call and check on my family, seriously, because they're looting and everything in Philly. I think someone got shot, and as a result of it, they started looting, and I just thought it was quite sad. All right, so Shannon Sharp, that's who she was on. He almost had a heart attack after Brittany Renner revealed she had sex with 35 guys. Let's see what this is all about.
Okay. Whew. Oh Lord.
This is creepy.
Impressive isn't
Woo.
the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody
having,
else need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour. Woo.
I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay.
And I gotta see the whole clip because I want to know if he asked her that or if she volunteered that information. But why does that even matter? Why is that even a topic of discussion? That's pretty personal to me, seriously. So of course the internet went crazy. Plies, our favorite troll, responded. I love you so, Plies. You know, Plies, he just always got some quirky type of comment. Here it is. So Plies reacts to Brittany Renner body count. That's like 35 worth of gas. You got a lot left. See? Like, so Plies says 35 ain't that many. That's like $35 worth of gas, B. That's just a and a quarter tank of gas. You got a lot left. 35, that's a in the middle number. That's like being 35 years old. You in your prime, bae. What y'all think about his comment? I like that he supported her.
Okay.
And do you think Shannon Sharp's reaction was out of discomfort or being turned on? Okay.
Impressive isn't the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
You know,
if I'm judged for having great,
I ain't here to judge you, sis. Do you? Okay, you look great. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're safe out there because there's some creeps and you never know where they're dipping and sipping. Okay, pretty much. She looked like you thought it was hilarious. Okay. I think he was just like uncomfortable and he probably didn't know how to respond because it's like this is a woman. I don't want to be taken the wrong way at all. But good for you, sis. Good for you. Good for you. But I wouldn't have volunteered that information. Wayne Brady is speaking out, but we don't care. Oh, okay. Krishan X is coming out and he's down with the buffoonery. He's trying to get his clout off of it too. That's all I take it as. I don't believe nothing he say. I don't believe nothing any of them say. Okay, they all lie and play in our faces. And Krishan, she go back and forth because she hormonal and she overwhelmed and she a new mom and she trying to figure it out. But unfortunately, she's in love with a scumbag and she just needs to accept that she's in love with a scumbag and he don't want her. He says it over and over again. I don't mean to be harsh, but you know, I'm just tired of them subjecting us to this toxic situation. I just wish everybody go offline and take care of that baby because that's all that matters. So we're going to entertain this buffoon briefly, Naughty Crew. Let me know what y'all think.
Oh, so look. All right, I got another story for y'all, though. And don't think I'm bluffing. So y'all remember when Krishan got caught in Oklahoma with Blueface's G-Wagon with Seven the Sag, Seven the Sag, the Sagittarius? Hey, Seven, you want to tell him? Hey, tell him. Hey, Seven, you want to tell him or you want me to tell him? You want me to tell him, Seven? I'm going to tell him. She said, no, do not. I'm going to tell him, Seven. Either you.
Let me tell y'all a little backstory about their relationship. From what I gather, they were together. An incident went down. A crime was committed. He claims Krishan snitched on him and he did time for her or whatever. And this is why I think he's speaking like he want a little clout. He felt like this is the perfect time. Do I believe that he is the possible father? You know, they took a DNA test online. They showed results online. So I'm inclined to believe that more than his word. And I just want to say, this proves nothing, sir, but that you want clout off the situation. And it's disgusting. Like, you and Blueface are both disgusting.
You gonna tell him or I'm gonna tell him? Which one? Let me know. You got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, you don't? You don't remember? You don't remember? Oh, so look. All right, I got another story for y'all, though. And don't think I'm bluffing. So y'all remember when Krishan got caught in Oklahoma with Blueface's G-Wagon?
Nobody cares.
You don't remember when niggas got caught in the G-Wagon?
She didn't make it to you.
Drove through the fucking Easy Pass.
She didn't make it to you.
Remember that? Guess who that G-Wagon was on the way to? Guess who that G-Wagon was on the way to? I don't give a fuck. Y'all motherfuckers keep acting dumb, bro.
No, you're dumb, sir. You're dumb. This proves nothing.
You don't remember when they...
I don't care. So this is when she was arrested in Oklahoma for distribution of a controlled substance, among other charges. And she is now on probation. When she took the G-Wagon, you know, that's when she wrote her name in blood, saying she loved Blue. All right. You know, it's just all toxic. None of them need to be with each other. And Krishan just need to focus on Junior. And I think as long as she put her energy into Junior, she'll be all right. But if she keep responding and entertaining every time Blue lies on her, like, the world does not need an explanation, Krishan. You don't owe anybody that. You don't owe anybody that at all. And it's just an example of how these girls devalue themselves now in days. Okay, like, it's crazy. Like, take for instance, I don't talk about her much because I just think she's quite disgusting. Like, she has a lip gloss line coming out, and it's all the flavors are named after disgusting things. Like, and they call her a marketing genius. It's nuts. And footage leaked of her in the bed after, you know, I guess getting
I put
it in.
down up.
He put shit down. Like, I wouldn't even want anybody to post you like that. And then now you in the bed with an ankle bracelet. But everybody thought it was Bootsy. And so he comes out and responds, like, I'm blocking all you MFers in my DMs, asking, is that me in the picture? Because he's on house arrest, because he's out on bail, I believe, facing charges and things like that. But for the life of me, I don't understand why Will let themselves be devalued like this. And I can't stand her song Pound Town. I think it's disgusting. But that's what sells. You know, they have to say the most outrageous things so that they can trend. Like, gone are the days where we buy albums, okay? Gone are the days. They just need a quick single to pop, okay? It's the popcorn generation. That's what I call this music nowadays. Pop in, pop out. So a black father calls out American Airlines. For the life of me, I don't know what's going on with American Airlines nowadays, or any of the airlines. Spirit, all of them are jacked up. Like, the customer service it's just gone in the garbage for a lot of airlines. And then
This transcript, I said, look, I don't want to go to social media. I want to give you guys an opportunity to remedy this. And hopefully this is of enough importance for you to figure out a way to do so. Not really sure what I'm expecting, but I'm certainly not expecting them not to do anything at all, which on the 8th day is what they've done. No reach out whatsoever. My kids are like, we don't want to fly that airline again. Hendrix is like, did I do something wrong? He feels like maybe he endangered the family. Completely poor form on the part of American Airlines. And again, if it was the stewardess that, kind of went rogue, the airline should still circle back and go, this is not our policy, or explain to me what the policy is and make some kind of remedy. So basically, American Airlines, fix your shit. I reached out to you guys on Instagram. This transcript, I said, look, I don't want to go to social media. I want to give you guys an opportunity to.
So it got to the point where he had to go to social media, okay? He probably, I don't know what his mom is, this young man. It doesn't even matter. People need to stop discriminating. And if I pay my money, I expect to be treated with proper respect. And you should not make assumptions, or that's not your place. You're there to give me a service, period. Yeah, so apparently the flight attendant had called ahead with some sort of concern that perhaps my mixed children weren't my children because they were unresponsive, he said. Harris says his 7-year-old child that caused the flight attendant to be concerned is pretty shy. I mean, like, why are we assuming the worst? She made a phone call. And is it only because the father is black? That has to be the only reason. That has to be the only reason. And guess what? You're more likely to see it's more never mind. I ain't even gonna go there. It's crazy, right? Let's just say, if it was like a kidnapping situation, I think the chances of it being a black man would be like a small percentage. Let's just say that. Like, we see who runs the trafficking industry and things like that. Not to say that there's not black people involved with that industry, but I'm just saying. And for her to be that presumptive and make assumptions without having any facts, I think it's completely ridiculous. I think it's completely ridiculous. Oh, a TikToker is trying to go viral. I don't know if I believe this story. I think people will do anything sometimes to go viral. Wait, hold on. Wow. I don't know. I don't know if I believe this. Oh, wait. Did you guys hear it? Did you? Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot to share. Okay. She's talking about Chris Brown. A TikTok that says Chris Brown was nasty after he attempted to hang out with her, but she made it clear she didn't want to have sex. Like, in this day and age, I think you need to have clear boundaries so you know what people's intentions are. Seriously. And I don't blame her for doing this. How come I won't share?
Yeah.
He was hitting me up consistently this past month, and
Really?
we got into it in DM because he was nasty. He was like
got
really
so
rude
nasty
to me.
with Aisha.
No way.
I swear to God. Like, 2 weeks ago, hitting me up consistently. Again, I kind of wanted to just entertain it to see like where the conversation would go. You know, this person's messaging me for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. He's like, I'm finally in town. I go, cool, me too. He's like, what should we do? I said, I don't know. And he goes,
Why would you say that?
Something chill, because I'm just entertaining. I don't like actually care to see him, but I want to see what he's gonna say.
Okay.
He goes, I'm down for something chill.
Hold on. What did you expect him to say?
What do you expect him to do?
Take you out?
Yeah.
Okay, to like dinner.
Yeah, and he goes, you know, he's down chill vibes, so
Watch
come
movie.
over.
Yeah.
So what is
obviously.
the intention there?
He wants to fuck.
Thank you. So of course, as a girl, I'm gonna assume that's what a guy thinks, right?
Yeah.
Especially with his status, you know, hitting up a random girl on Instagram,
Yeah.
you're gonna kind of want something out of it.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm down for chill vibes. So I go, yeah, chill vibes sounds good. Just letting you know, don't expect anything. Super simple. Giving it flat out. He's already getting called out, right? Do you know what he says?
What'd he say?
He goes, the fact that you need to tell me that is a bit weird. I'm a old adult. The only thing I expect for you is to act. No, he goes, I'm a old grown man. The only thing I expect is for you to act like an adult. So I said,
oh shit, there was more?
I said
there was more?
I said, you just don't know nowadays. And then I said, but the fact that you think I meant it in a disrespectful way is unfortunate. Or the fact that you think I meant it in that way is unfortunate. Or
What's your favorite movie?
yeah, and then he goes, LOL, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, because you clapped
And
back.
so then I ghost.
Because
and then he
clapped back.
messaged me 2 days ago again, like, still down for a movie. And I was like, I'm just not answering you now because you're just disrespectful. And I was like, if you think you could talk to me like that and I haven't even like met you fully in person, imagine how you treat like your girlfriend.
I mean,
like there's like a certain power. Yeah.
You can't say that. That gives it away. Who would you say?
Exactly. But I appreciate her for setting her boundaries, and you have to be careful in what situations you put yourself in, especially when it comes to dating, because it's so dangerous out here in the world. And you have to make your boundaries clear. And I'm proud of her for setting those boundaries. And I think one of the best things, like, if you're really interested in me, you're going to take me out. We're going to be doing things to get to know each other. It won't be about like going to your house and everything, and we barely know each other. So I loved how she set that boundary, whether it was with Chris Brown or not. I don't have any proof of that, but I just want to say good for her for setting that boundary so he knows what to expect. So it shouldn't be anything outside of creating that boundary. Because, like, dude, I don't know you. I'm willing to get to know you. And if I come to your house, I just want you to know, like, I wouldn't even go to his house. Seriously, I would just require you to take me out on a date, period. That's how we get to know each other. So he may, I think, Chris is known for having temper tantrums. Seriously. He's just known for having temper tantrums and stuff. And knowing that, she just created a boundary for herself. So I said good for her too. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you for sharing that. Right, Michelle? Good for her. Good for her, good for her, good for her. Oh, did y'all hear about Britney Spears' mom? Reportedly, she went back to work. And I said, well, it's about time. You should have never stopped. But we were determined to live off of our daughter's fortune. Okay. Britney Spears' mom reportedly is struggling to pay her bills after being cut off, now working as a substitute teacher. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? I mean, they robbed Britney for years, okay? That's probably why Britney is online dancing in bikini bottoms that barely fit, and you dancing with, weapons. Because she finally feel free, okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just think this is a karma moment, people. Full circle moment. Should have never stopped working. Nope, they decided to work their daughter. Yeah, she should have been back to work, right, Michelle? Like, as she should. If she was working all those years, she could be retired by now. Duh. And I just think it's something very, like, scavenging, like, that's like savage or whatever, to just like exploit your kids so you can live off of their wealth that they generate. I think you see it over and over again with these children in Hollywood that start off so young in the industry, and their parents ultimately rob them. What's that Backstreet Boy? What was his name? The blonde one. He passed away, unfortunately, due to an overdose, but his family robbed him blind. His family robbed him blind. And, that's why Britney had to fight to get out of that conservative shit, because her parents were draining her riches. Everything she worked so hard for, but she was working like a slave to keep it going, to keep the machine going. There's just something sad about, like, Hollywood parents, how they exploit their children. Oh my God. You guys, I don't know if you guys watch The Chi, but I love The Chi. And I'm feeling like this is like the last season, or we may get like one more season, if that. But this scene was so touching with Papa, because his dad was unalive, unfortunately, because a narcissist gangster runs the city of Chicago, and he think he could buy his way through anything and bully his way around everything. And because Papa's dad was willing to stand up with what was right and he didn't fear him, he snuffed his life, okay? So this is Papa giving a eulogy to his father. And with some of the quotes are, I think my heart will always be broken, but when I want to break down. And his two best friends are behind him. I love this scene with these young men with the white suits. I thought it was like very powerful. And Papa followed up with, I'll remember to stand up, not just for him, but for the man he raised me to be. And I just thought that was very profound and mature, the way he was dealing with the grief of the loss of his father. Self-respect 101. Correct, Shaby. I love it. Self-respect 101. You have to create boundaries, and you have to require your partner to respect you ultimately. Like, because if you start because it starts with little innuendos not being addressed, when you know what I mean. How best can I explain it? Like, if you see someone is very sly acting and things like that, look at a person's character. Just know if they're willing to be sly in their like workplace and other relationships, they're going to be even more sly with you. Seriously. And it's important to create clear boundaries, just like with Harvey Weinstein, right? What was her name? She was on a red carpet. She been speaking out. Like, they asked, she's a famous Hollywood actress, the star of Kill Bill, and they asked her, Uma Thurman or something like that, or somebody else. But they asked her, like, if you could give any advice to someone starting out in Hollywood. And the first thing she said was, if Harvey Weinstein invites you back to his hotel room, do not go. You know, it's things like that. Like, if it's a professional meeting, it should not be taking place in a hotel room after hours and things like that. But people play tricks. A lot of men play tricks, including Russell Simmons, to trick you. They'll make it seem like they need you for something to get you in a position where you're vulnerable so that they can pounce on you. So that's why it's clear you have to use your common sense in those situations, because a lot of men are desperate for pain and they can't just get it on their own. So they feel entitled and they think they can take it and trick you into doing it, so to speak. Okay, like that's what it's clear. You have to have clear boundaries and requirements, and I learned that more as I got older, like in dating, like, you know, requiring, and not just one date. Like, I want to have experiences with you so I can get to know you, and a date doesn't have to be expensive. I'm not asking you to blow a ton of money, you know, but treat me as the queen that I am. Okay, seriously. Seriously, it's important to have boundaries, and I'm glad she spoke out about that. Like, you know, and those are some of the positive aspects of social media, when people share their stories so you can learn from their experience, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And that's what I kind of think, like, the theme of the show is today. But I appreciate people speaking out because I listen. I listen. So did y'all hear about Donald Trump? Yeah. So New York judge rules Donald Trump committed fraud and lied about his net worth for years. I mean, we kind of knew this. I mean, especially when he filed bankruptcy back in the day for the casinos. Okay, Trump has always been a horrible businessman. I don't know why people act surprised. Okay. Trump has always been a horrible. I always knew he was a horrible businessman from back in the day. That's why I was scared when he became president, because I felt like he would bankrupt the country. He bankrupted his business several times. It's a lie. It's a lie. He bankrupted his business several times. He's always been a poor businessman. He's entitled. He's spoiled, and he's going to stop at anything to get what he wants. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. This guy is scum. Period. That's it. So on Tuesday, a New York judge ruled in the state attorney general's $250 million lawsuit against the former president. Judge Arthur Engoron found that Mr. Trump and his company committed repeated acts of fraud for years. Are we surprised? According to the ruling, Trump allegedly lied to the banks and insurers by both overvaluing and undervaluing his assets when he needed to. He also exaggerated his net worth to the tune of billions of dollars. So Judge Arthur Engoron pointed to one instance where Trump exaggerated the size of the New York apartment to pump up its value and repeatedly claimed it was over 30,000 feet when it was actually a third of the size. So a discrepancy of this order of magnitude by a real estate development sizing up his own living space of decades can only be considered fraud. So on top of the ruling, Judge Engoron also made the bombshell decision to cancel the New York business certificates of Trump, as well as the Trump Organization and other defendants, including two of his sons. Okay, he don't care who he bring down. So they're trying to figure out if Trump will still be able to, you know, do business in New York, which
a major blow to Donald Trump's businesses and the image that he has crafted over the decades as a business mogul. Today, a judge has just ruled that Donald Trump committed fraud by repeatedly exaggerating the value of his financial assets. The judge has also canceled the business certificates of Donald Trump and his family members and Alan Weisselberg. That ruling has come.
Okay.
In the New York Attorney General's civil case against Donald Trump and his family. A trial is set to begin on Monday.
Why civil? Like, what's going on with it? You know, I know Atlanta just jumped in and charged him and everything, but what's going on with
other issues that are still unresolved? So this is called a partial summary judgment. The judge has ruled on a number of things in this case without it going to trial. There are still unresolved issues, including, we believe, what the fine will be and whether there will be a fine. But let me bring.
I just feel like he get away with so much. And then look, he'll file bankruptcy again. I wonder if do you guys know if he could file bankruptcy? Like once he if he were to get a fine and was unable to pay it, is he eligible to file for bankruptcy? Because that's his game. He's been doing it for years. Mm-hmm. I'm not shocked. Michelle, I promise you I'm not shocked. Because I've watched it through the years. And he will use his wife's name and everything. Like his character is out there. Look how he did his first wife when he just replaced her with a younger model, basically emotionally alienated her. I'm sure she felt something, but that woman worked hard for him for years for him to just like throw her away. It's not, Michelle. You are so right. He's such a narcissist. He feel like he's gonna get out of it. She said, even this is not phasing him at all. I'm sure his attorney will find another way for him to file bankruptcy. Thank you, Michelle. This has been his game for years. Trump runs amok, runs up a ton of bills, runs up lines of credit, and then filed bankruptcy. He did it with real estate. He did it in Atlantic City with all the casinos because he grew too fast, too big. And I think it got to the point he couldn't sustain all those expenses. So he filed bankruptcy and stashed his money elsewhere. Okay. But he's been lying for years, inflating his records for years. He think it's okay to just lie. That's just who he is. So I'm not surprised at all about this story. But when is there going to be some consequences? Like, to me, a lot of this sounds like white collar crimes. You know what I mean? Like, he's a white collar criminal. They'll still find a way for him to. He's been getting away with this for years, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised how he ran the country, because look at his character. Look at his character. He's had lawsuits against him with that porn star and everything. Like, come on now, people. Like, and then you got idiots, specifically in our community, in the Black community, that support this nonsense. But you know what I noticed? It's usually like street dudes, drug dealers. They support it. They support Trump. They like his ideology. It's crazy. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But I don't have any outrage in regards to this story at all. I'm just not even surprised. Look, this person said, none of this matters. Trump will still be president. Hashtag MAGA. Oh my God. And he has a whole basic cult following that will follow him blindly at no cost. They don't care. And this person said, but they'll say he's a great man. They'll say he's a great businessman. Redneck Nation thinks he can do nothing wrong because they benefit off all the tax breaks he gave them. That's why. Yes, Shay, a large portion are in Georgia. A large portion. I just let me know when he going to jail. That's all I want to hear about. Now Cardi B talking about she got ghosts at her house. Cardi, we don't care. You could have kept that to yourself. So Megan Thee Stallion, she has come out. She's doing a PSA for mental health. I can only imagine what she went through when the trial was on. I'm not here to dispute whether he did it or not. He was convicted, and he just need to have several seats and do his time. Period. He was convicted. And if it is the case, evidence will come forth to prove his innocence. Until then, he's convicted to me. Okay. So she issues a PSA about mental health. Let's see what she got to say.
I've always been told I gotta be strong, thick-skinned, stiff upper lip, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody.
Okay. I just want y'all to get the message a little bit. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Black don't crack, they say. But it can. I can. We all can. Y'all, it's okay to not be okay. Reach out.
That's right. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay. And I like this for her.
Learn how to help and seize the opportunity.
And it's okay to get help. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up. I like this campaign. Check in on your friends. Seriously. And when friends check in, be honest. Don't hide things. You don't have to carry anything on your back by yourself. Seriously. So Shay Jordan Smith posted or tweeted, Megan Thee Stallion created a website that complies a list of diverse mental health resources and is sending it out to her fans and followers. So I thought this was a great way to answer things with all she had been through, how to switch it around and make it beneficial to the community. I love that she did that. And salute to you, Queen. Number one, for bringing awareness to mental health. And number two, being open with us and about what you've been going through. I love it. I love that campaign for her. Seriously. Like, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, Megan. I just think it's going to be more to come. Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, JB, I love it too. I support her music. I think she's very talented. I know for the tweets. Hi, talk with Slana. I hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I didn't. I love it. I thought it was a great way to spin the narrative because Lord knows Tory Lane is still trying to. He's still trying to be out there. He calling from prison. First it was he was appealing. He lost that. Then it was he not doing well. Then he used that as an opportunity to speak out and stuff like that. He's still playing. He's still trying to convince the world that he's innocent. And it's just like, go sit down and do your time, sir. Go sit down and do your time. And I thought this was a classy way to deal with the drama and spin it. Because she is still a victim at the end of the day. Don't discount that. Don't discount that. All right, so I spoke earlier about the riots in Philadelphia. It's so much going on in Philly. As you all know, I have family in Philly, but my one cousin tell me all the time how bad it is, and I be scared for my cousin because she like takes the train and everything or whatever. She takes the train. So Foot Locker, Apple, and Lululemon stores looted in Center City, Philadelphia's looting rate increased in the city. It's crazy. They always target this area, Center City. Why? Foot Locker has sneakers. That sells. But it's sad that I feel bad that they're going through this. I'd be like really worried about my family, guys. I'd be really, really worried about my family. Here, see? Here's another one. Yeah. Multiple arrested made after juveniles loot multiple stores in Philadelphia. That's the Apple store. It's crazy. There's firearms on the scene. It's sad.
And police are still on the scene down here. We're on Walnut Street, where there are several streets that are blocked off from about 15th Street to 18th Street. And then you can see police are here. And this is one of the stores that was looted behind me, this Apple store at 16th and Walnut Street. And a witness took this cell phone that I want to show you. That happened just after 8 o'clock tonight. Officers on the scene and witnesses tell me there appeared to be over 100 juveniles that were breaking into.
It's sad. It's sad. Like, why? Oh, well, I think something happened.
Breaking right now on NBC 10, looting at multiple stores in Center City sends police swarming as they...
Got one! Got one! Got one! Got one! Free iPhones!
This does not solve anything. I mean, this just puts a stain on our community, seriously. What is that resolving? See, and then a popular influence was arrested. Let's see. Everybody Must Eat. Popular influence arrested for documenting Philly looting. Really? This is her.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
Like, it's been a lot going on in Philly. Like, it's
Let's go, Eddie. Let's go, Eddie. Uh-oh, look, here come more people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Everybody throwing free iPhones. Let me see the iPhone. Oh, my God. I want that. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's why you was arrested.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Phones, bro, I gotta break it. That's what they tracking us, bro.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh my God, this is crazy. Ain't nothing. Oh my God, all these iPhones. And they still going on. Oh my God. Hey, bro. I'm gonna tell you. What's it? Okay, where we going next? Where we going next?
Look.
Oh, they going there? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, they going to Lulu. I don't even know how you say that store? Lulu. Yo, they really in. Oh my God. Oh,
This is crazy. Well, she got arrested. Over 50 people have been arrested in connection with the incident. If anything, she like dry snitched on them by recording everything. And that's what's wrong with this people. I'm not even going to say the younger generation because adults do it too. Older people do it too. First thing they do when they pulling out their phone, and you could be recording, you could be in the midst of a crime. Over 50 people have been arrested in connection with the incident, highlighting just how many locals were involved in the destruction that was caused to the stores such as Apple, Lululemon, Foot Locker, and the liquor store. Sorry, guys. The looters targeted various stores. We saw that. The arrest of DJ Blackwell also shed light on a larger issue. They trying to make an example out because this happens regularly in Philadelphia. The rise in organized retail crime and theft. This is just one example of a growing trend, yes, where individuals come together to systematically loot and vandalize stores, which has also seen a significant rise in Los Angeles recently. The theft of high-end merchandise and luxury goods have become a lucrative business for these criminals, leading to significant financial losses for businesses. Because how much time they going to give them for this, you know? I think up to a year, but they're going to try to make an example of them so people can stop doing this. But, how do you stop it? Because the attacks are random sometimes, and they always target specific stores. High-end stores, Apple, Wix, because the resale value of everything is high. So, and you got to think of the time of the year, the holidays are coming and things like that. But it's just like, why y'all don't have to work hard just like everybody else to earn your stuff? It's ridiculous, and I think it looks very bad for the people, communities that are involved, because it looks to be mostly our people out there, and it just makes me unhappy. Yeah. Yeah, so I just thought this was really unfortunate because, I have family out there and they work in these areas and stuff like that. But like what they're gonna do by keep doing this, the businesses are gonna stop coming. They're gonna stop coming. They're gonna stop coming, and which means there'll be less jobs for the people living in Philadelphia. It means you'll have to go further out for work, which creates more expense if you drive and you have to gas up your vehicle and stuff like that. They'll just stop coming to those areas. They'll shut down. I've seen businesses shut down behind the riots. Like, it's just not worth it. And like, is there insurance for like when riots happen? Like, and that's what I think they think. Like, they feel like they have insurance, so they'll get the merchandise back. Exactly. And Philadelphia is not safe. My cousins say it all the time. There's a lot of robbing and stealing going on. A lot of robbing and stealing, but I just think this is so sad, guys. Like, so there's consequences. Everything in life has consequences, whether good, bad, or indifferent. And you thought it was funny to record that and document that, and there you have it. For the life of me, I don't know why the machine fuels Charleston White. What's his name? Yeah, Charleston White. I cannot even stand him. I can't even pronounce his name. I don't know why the industry fuels his antics and his threat against young people. I think is freaking ridiculous. But he threatened Deion Sanders' son, and Pilar, Deion Sanders' ex-wife, spoke out. Like, because it's just disgusting. Like, people need to be held accountable for their poor behavior. Seriously.
Dollars up on any college player that'll hurt his son. That motherfucker.
So this grown ass little guy wants to put a hit out on my son, Charleston White. Let it be known, you putting a hit out on my son?
Put $20,000 up on any college player that'll hurt his son. That motherfucker.
So this grown ass little guy wants to put a hit out on my son, Charleston.
He needs to go have several seats. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the way he trolls and he trolls by threatening people, and it's disgusting. Sorry, guys. I'm putting some in the oven for breakfast. Making some turkey bacon. I don't know what else I'm gonna have, but I'm hungry. I might just fry up the egg. But we must eat. We must eat. What do y'all think of Pilar's response? I thought it was kind of weak sauce, but whatever. I wouldn't even respond to his behind. Period. But people get motivated for certain things, you know? Oh. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close the show. Those are the trending topics I just wanted to kind of review. Catch you all up, hear your thoughts. Hey, Feds, I didn't see you come in. Hold on. Hey, Feds. Let me get into these comments before we get out of here. You know what? Talk with Lena. It takes only thing, you know what I learned? I can't worry about what other people do. Only thing I can do is lead by example. And I support Megan. Period. Yeah. People agree with you. Exactly. It's very annoying that they keep blaming her. But nobody won't say Tory guilty. You got a whole campaign of bloggers that are proactively looking into the transcript and saying like he was set up and supporting that theory. And the fact is, they went through a court of law. And this is how exactly they're perpetuating the stereotype that white media wants to perpetuate about us. And it's sad. Like, it's embarrassing. Yeah, I'm definitely frustrated. Because look at all the work that was done by, you know, our ancestors and everything so that we can have certain freedoms. And I feel like a lot of our young people take that for granted. They don't appreciate it. Mm-hmm. It's just an excuse to steal. Exactly. It's ridiculous. And that's not solving anything. And I feel like they're discrediting all the hard work from the civil rights movement and everything for us to have rights and to just be able to vote, just to be able to sit down in the same places and feel like an equal. They are discrediting and devaluing all that hard work. And that's what's so disappointing about it. When all of y'all are just thieves. And you know what? Y'all all belong in jail. Anybody who stole anything, y'all all belong in jail. Go out and work like everybody else does. They're trying to make a youth reason it, still. That's ridiculous, y'all. It's been on the rise. What LA? It makes it. Exactly. And so all y'all doing is tearing down the communities by doing that, and you're proving nothing but you're a thief. So I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me today. I love you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. If nobody told you that they love you, I love you. I don't know when I'm gonna be back, but I always jump on when I can gather stories, because I love to hear your opinions, because I love my platform for that. I want to give people a voice to express themselves without judgment. I don't feel like everybody needs to agree with me, but I love hearing each and every one of you's different perspective at any given time. You know what I mean? And we don't have to agree or whatever, but it just gives me a different point of view, a different way to look at things at times. Because sometimes we're very closed-minded when we're dealing with life and our family and things like that. You start to develop these ideologies. That's why I love having conversation with my Knotty crew. So please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. All right, and share my content on your different social media platforms. Follow us on all our social media platforms. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Until next time, Knotty crew, I'm out. 1.